recently turned 50, and one of my gifts was getting a new driver's license. And so this vlog is going to be about the DMV. And one of the first things I'm going to ask people is if you've done any process improvement in the DMV or maybe in some government agency. I'm sure you have unique challenges, and I'd like to hear about that. But this is about the experience that I had. And I want to say it wasn't a bad experience. Of course, you might not be surprised that I have some complaints, but it wasn't a bad experience. It's clear that the DMV has made improvements over the years. The issuing of driver's license is certainly more efficient than what I remember 20 some years ago. And things I liked was, I got to schedule an appointment ahead of time. I kind of knew some of the things I have to do. So I had to get an eye exam. I had to take a written test and all these things. So that stuff was kind of good. I liked it. But what I didn't like was I got in, there was a clear flow. There's also a clear queue. And so I sat, it probably took me 90 minutes in the DMV to get what probably was 15 minutes of value. Now recognize, I went there on a Friday afternoon. My wife went on a Wednesday morning, maybe something like that. She was in and out in 20 minutes. So anyone in the service industry knows that trying to manage the ups and downs of demand throughout the day, peaks and valleys, is incredibly difficult. And so I understand that. I'm sure the DMV has that same problem. Still 15 minutes of value, 90 minutes of time. Probably my biggest gripe, though, within that, so I can accept that peaks and valleys are a challenge, but set my expectations. If I schedule something, my belief is when I get there, I'm going to go through because I'm scheduled. That was not the case. I ended up waiting in a pile of probably 35 to 45 people who were all waiting for some of the same stuff. I'm sure there was other things too, driver's tests and whatnot. The lesson that I think you should take away is how continuous improvement is never done. I recognize that they've made improvements at the DMV over the years. I had a good experience. The people there were fantastic, very friendly, very helpful. But there's always more, right? And managing peaks and valleys is probably a constant challenge that you're always needing to look for new ways to resolve. And technology alone isn't going to resolve it, right? We still have to recognize the customer experience. So that was my experience at the DMV. Tell me about yours. And as I said at the beginning, very interested in any of you that have actually done process improvement work in the DMV. What are some of the challenges and what are some of the things you think the DMV has overcome over the years and is no longer a problem? Put your thoughts in the comments of the post. Thanks.